seat first. So I apologize if you're in here for the third or the fourth grade because your speech is going to be a little similar. I've got it all on the same note cards. I would like to welcome all of our FAA families, our students, to a great 2016-2017 school year. We're very excited that school's getting ready to start Monday, and we look forward to seeing you guys actually in school on Monday. We're glad to see the familiar faces. We also have some new faces and some new families, so we're excited to meet you and learn more about you. I'm going to go through a couple of things, and then the fifth grade teachers are going to go over a few things. The people in the back, are you guys okay? Can you hear me? Everybody's good? Thank you, sir. One thing that changed this year is the dress code. You probably saw that on Facebook or you heard about it, so let me tell you a little bit about it. Let me clarify some things. K-5 is different than 612. Now, I'm not going to say K-5 doesn't have a dress code, but it is a lot different than 612. So it almost is not one. So let me tell you what you cannot do. As far as shirts go, you can have a collar shirt or you can have a t-shirt. That t-shirt could be camouflage, it could be flowers, it could be stripes, it could be Super Mario Brothers, it could be Ninja Turtles, it could even be Frozen. It can be anything and some pictures on it and even some words, some smiley faces, those kind of things. The only thing with the top wear is that it has to have sleeves. It cannot be sleeveless and it cannot be spaghetti straps. They have to have sleeves. Everything else is going to be good, okay? Bottom wear, pretty much the boys, you guys can plaid, any color, basketball shorts, mesh shorts, all of those things are fine. Really, it's the girls for the most part, because it's usually the girls. And dads, you'll like this. The skirts, the shorts have to be at least mid-thigh. Okay, so mid-thigh, we don't want them any shorter. Mid-thigh, and they cannot wear leggings or jeggings in the place of pants. They can wear them like under a skirt or under some shorts or something like that, but not in the place of just leggings or jeggings by themselves are not good, okay? If you have any other specific questions about dress code, just ask me later. School starts at 8 o'clock, so if your child is here at 8:05, they're late, and the teachers are gonna start teaching at 8. If your child comes in tardy, 10 minutes here and 15 minutes there, those minutes are going to add up. We really want them here so they're not missing out on any instructional time. So please make sure that if you can't get them here, then put them on a bus. As far as the afternoon goes, I ask that you do not make any changes to transportation after 2 o'clock. Can you imagine, we have 275 students in our building. Can you imagine what the office is like if 50 parents call at 2:15 to change their child from bus to a car rider or from a car rider to the bus? I, as the principal, want to make sure that your child gets home safely and in the mode that they're supposed to go. So if you have changes, please call them in before 2 o'clock, because after 2 o'clock, things just start getting a little crazy and a little hairy, okay? So we just want to make sure that they're in the right place. You're going to hear the teachers talk some about something called Shine, and we are all-stars, and all the kids that were here last year, they talk about our mission in the morning. We are an all-star, a lifelong learner, seeking, trying, reaching success. But we also are saying that as all-stars, we want to shine. Well, what does it mean to shine? S stands for setting a positive example. Whether it's you as a parent or me as a principal or my teachers, we should be setting a positive example for our students. H stands for helping our neighbors. If I have a table to lift, it's going to be a lot easier if I have a friend to help me. So when we all pull together as a team, we can do things easier than just by ourselves. We are in pursuit of our dreams. Everybody has dreams. When I went to school, I dreamed of being a teacher, and I came out and I started as a teacher. Some people have dreams to be a basketball player, or they might dream to work on a tugboat. They might dream to work at PCS. We want them to strive for their dreams. N stands for never compromising our standards. We have standards to meet as grade levels. We don't want to go below those standards because we want them to be successful here. We want to build that foundation. So when they get to the middle school, they're successful. When they get to the high school, they're successful. And when they get to college, they're successful. So we're not going to compromise our standards. And E, we expect excellence. We expect excellence from everybody. I expect excellence from my teachers, and in turn, they're going to expect excellence from your child. If you strive for excellence, you may not always get 100, but if you strive for it, sooner or later you're going to get there. We don't want to be complacent. I've got some really good news. Some of you parents are going to love this. We have a change in policy on our volunteer application. If you turned in a volunteer application last year and you were approved, guess what? You are already approved this year. Can I get, come on, you can clap. I like it. There can be a scream. Woo! If, unfortunately, you did not turn in an application last year and you want to go on a field trip, you have to fill out a volunteer application. Please don't wait 5 days before your child's field trip. We have forms in the office tonight. Stop by and grab one. Take it home. As you're filling out all the other paperwork, go ahead and fill it out and turn it in so you can have it. This year, our handbook is going to be online. The handbook is kind of thick. It's got all the policies up there, but we're trying to save a few trees. We would really appreciate it if you have access to online, if you look at it online. If you don't have access online, tell your homeroom teacher and we'll be glad to give them a hard copy and send home with them. PTO, we are getting started early this year. We've already got the first meeting set. The first PTO meeting is September the 13th at 6:30. It'll be here in the cafeteria. If you have another child at the primary school, theirs is going to be that same night, but at 5:30, so you can catch both of them. But we'd love for you to come out and give us some new ideas about what you guys need as parents or what you guys want us to offer, and maybe some other ideas. So feel free to come out that night. We would appreciate it. There's an app that you're going to learn more about. It's called Shopperoo. If you go to Hardee's, McDonald's, anywhere you eat, any place that's got a receipt, Walmart, you're going to go spend money and get a receipt places for different things. You can go online to your Google Play Store, whether it's an Android or it's an Apple product, and get something called Shopperoo. And it'll ask you for the school, and of course it's Fred Anderson. It will take the money that you have spent and it will convert it to points. And those points will convert to dollars for us. And they will send us a check for doing nothing. For doing your normal shopping, you're just clicking a picture of it, and if you decide to do it and you want some instructions, I'll be glad to show you. I have it on my phone. I try to do it every time I eat or I buy something. We're still doing box tops, so if you're collecting, send them to your
My room.
Miss.
My room. We like to win. My room.
She's a little competitive.
I have all of your children, so my room. Thank you.
Transportation. If you got the call this summer about transportation, if you haven't filled out a transportation form, somebody from transportation is in the media center. Stop in and make sure that your child has a bus route if you want them to. If there's not any changes, you're okay, but you can still stop in and check if you want to. But make sure you do that before tonight's over. The parent portal. If you've never accessed the parent portal before, it is wonderful. You can check in on your students and you can see their grades anytime you want to. I have a middle school student and I have a high school student and I check on them weekly. It's nice to be able to look at their grades and say, oh wow, you got 100 today, that was awesome. Or it might be, ooh, you got a 60, what happened to that? And so there's that dialogue between you and your child, and you're up front. You don't have to wait for 4.5 weeks to get their progress report. You see their grades all the time. More information will be coming about that soon. If you did it last year, it's the same thing, but if you've not done it, Miss Melanie can help you get logged on, and she'll share more at a later date about that. Let me tell you one more thing about our website. No, I'll do that in a minute. Let me introduce my 5th grade staff, because we have one new teacher. And I will tell you that 5th grade is structured a little different this year. Your students are going to have at least 3 teachers, maybe 4. Miss Hale is teaching all 5th grade students. Go ahead. She is teaching them science and social studies. So every single student in here is going to go through Miss Hale's classroom. Our new 5th grade teacher that we're so excited that I stole from Craven County because she's really good and she's got 15 or 16 years of experience, Miss Tiffany Morris. And Miss Sandy Hunnings is still with us. We are excited to have her back. And Miss Susan Howard, we're excited to have her back as well. And Miss Tingle is one of our EC teachers, and she'll be working with a lot of 5th graders. And I think Miss Bennett's probably, I know that you guys know Miss Bennett. Miss Bennett's our assistant principal, and she is probably wandering the building where I'm not. So I'm gonna let Miss Hale take it over, and at the end, I'm gonna go back and tell you a little bit about our website.
Welcome to 5th grade. Woo-hoo! And this was supposed to be my slide, but she took it from me, so it's the next person.
Sorry. Welcome to 5th grade, and we want to tell you about the goals of Open House tonight. We are meeting to help you understand what you're going to be doing this year and what we expect of your child this year. And I hope we've answered all your questions after tonight is over.
That's me. You can probably hear me without the microphone, but I'll use this. For math this year, I'm going to be teaching 3 classes of math, and
I'll have 1 class of math.
and I'm going to be teaching a writing class in addition to that. But in math, the main focus, believe it or not, even though it's Common Core, we still do adding, subtracting,
Multiplying and dividing.
and that is for whole numbers and decimal numbers and
Of course, fractions.
and so even though we're going to have a lot of different methods to reach the goals that you guys only learned that one algorithm to do, we are doing the same thing you did when you were in 5th grade. And I know because I taught some of you all in here.
In ELA, we have 4 strands. We have reading for information and literature, speaking and listening, and grammar and writing. And 3 of these teachers up here will be teaching writing in the afternoon. And in the writing, we're hoping to teach persuasive writing, informational writing, and opinion writing. So we have a lot, and grammar goes right along. We hope to have at least 5 paragraphs that the children are comfortable writing with when they're finished.
It's my turn again. Like I said earlier, I'll be teaching science and math. We have science and social studies, and we have a lot of things to cover. We will be doing a lot of hands-on. This year, I only have tables in my room, so we will be breaking those tables apart, getting our hands dirty, learning, having fun, and we're going to do that with social studies too. I've started a new program called STEM. Some of you may be familiar with that. It stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Technology. So we will be combining all that stuff in with science and even in social studies. So I did have one parent ask me earlier what was the most important thing for my kid to do in 5th grade, and I said I can't tell you one thing, but I can tell you 2. One is be here at 8 o'clock. We start teaching at 8, and be here. Don't miss. So try to be here, okay?
Ms. Potter covered some of the expectations for our students this year, and it is a school-wide as well as a 5th grade expectation for them to shine like a star, and we're going to be using the acronym SLANT. You will learn a lot about this acronym SLANT and SHINE because we will be teaching that this first week of school, a lot of procedures. So please ask your child this week what SLANT and SHINE means so that we can learn a little bit about it, and maybe at home you can even say SLANT to see what they do.
I know everybody is very familiar with all the handbook stuff because I know you've been reading in 3rd grade, 4th grade, and the little updates that we have is pretty much the same. There is a sheet to sign that says you've covered the handbook, you've gone over it with your kids. We'll cover the main things here that affect us directly in the classroom. We'll cover those. The rest of it is up to you guys. Oh yeah, and if you have any questions, just call the principal.
So get involved simply means parents are welcome to become involved in the volunteer programs. We want you here as much as you can be and involved. We need you. The sign-up sheets for the parents that are interested in helping out in the classroom. Each classroom has some volunteer sign-up sheets tonight.
The last one is the handouts. We have a lot of handouts. You guys know this. You know the drill. We've been through it before. They're in the homerooms. The homerooms are listed outside the doors. So just walk down and look. It's 205, 207, 208, and 209, right? 210. So just check those out and meet all the teachers if you want
There's
to.
balloons down there. I
Yeah,
don't
we
know
got
what the
balloons.
numbers are, but there's balloons.
There's also a couple of sheets that have where you sign on one side. Make sure you turn it over and sign the other. I cannot tell you how many times we've had to send that one yellow sheet back home. So sign both sides.
One last thing, and I'll let you guys go to your classes. If you don't know, we have a website at Fred Anderson, and we also have a Facebook page. But the website has a lot of good information for you parents up there. The yellow big box, I don't expect you to be able to read the words back there, but that yellow big box you see at the top, one of the words in there is directory. If you want to get up, you want to email your teacher, you want to email me, you want to email Miss Melanie or Miss Barb or Miss Bennett, if you click that directory, you can get to us and send us an email straight to our Gmail here at school. There's also something up there called Parent Resources, Title I information, and School Improvement Team information. Everything that we do, resources, websites that we would like for you to see, we will put these things up here. So all you have to do is go to the website and you can get access to a lot of places through our website. If you scroll down the middle of our website, oh, you're awesome, thank you. If you scroll down the middle, go up a little bit more, Miss Hill. There you go. See where it says the Power School over there on the very right? Remember I was talking about that parent login to see their grades? Here's where you can access it. You can, if you save the website on your computer at home or wherever you're accessing at, you can get in the Power School, the parent portal right there. You can find our Facebook page from there. Miss Hill, if you scroll down a little bit more, Miss Wood, our media specialist, does a great job of keeping things up to date on the bottom. When we do things here at school, no, it's further down. When we do things here at school, like maybe we have a dance after school, we have a book fair, or we have, if we have 9 weeks celebration, Miss Wood will put pictures at the bottom. If we had a visitor here at school and somebody came and we're going to have a Rachel's Challenge presentation at the lower level as far as what they will understand. But all of that stuff will be at the bottom of our website. So there's a lot of information up here. Just go there and check it out. And if there's anything else you need to have, Miss Potter, I really need this, tell us about it and we might can add it up there. At this time, I'm going to ask girls, if any girls in here are interested in participating in Girls on the Run, there is a Girls on the Run table outside, so stop by and give them your name and maybe your child can participate. If they've done it before, their first goal is to get girls that haven't participated before, but then they will start taking some that have because it helps them with the other girls and to help them learn about the program, so it's really nice. Remember the bus is in the media center.